trailer makes me excited to see the movie, man. I can't wait. Black Panther, so far, seal of approval. And seeing this trailer was a lead-in to The Mummy, starring Tom Cruise.
The Mummy. And Tom Cruise, the
short guy.
No, dig this. Anyone unfamiliar, it's the story of Nick Morton. He's a soldier of fortune who plunders ancient sites for timeless artifacts and sells them to the highest bidder. Basically, this dude, he poaches, like, priceless stuff and sells them on the black market. He's a scumbag,
he's a grave digger.
Yeah, yes, that's exactly it.
Now, when Nick and his partner come under attack in the Middle East, the ensuing battle accidentally unearths Amenhotep, which I couldn't pronounce in the movie, so I'm glad they spelled it out here, and I still can't pronounce it, so it shows what they were trying to do. I'm just saying.
But he's not just an alive dude going through it. Like,
no, he's a sucker.
Yep.
And she's a betrayed Egyptian princess who was entombed under the desert for thousands of years, with her powers constantly evolving. Y'all get the gist. They revived her. Some bad stuff went down.
Yes.
What I'm upset with is this gave nothing new. This followed all the old tropes, and with the exception of some dope effects and a really hot version of the Mummy herself. This was basically a straightforward, like, we awaken the evil creature movie.
And that's my problem too. I didn't hate it based on it being a Mummy movie. I hate it based on being a Tom Cruise movie, because honestly, he's such a big movie star, and he has handpicked directors for the last half of his career.
You think this was his fault?
No, I don't think it's his fault, but I think it's his fault. You know what I mean? Can you get me this? Because he selected J.J. Abrams to direct Mission Impossible 3. He handpicked a lot of the last directors to do his movies, and he has an eye for talent, and he just really does. He knows how to make big movies, and he's like the last big movie star that's like the height of movie making. He's one of the last guys to be that one.
I think so.
And so we're seeing this bad movie. It's like, oh man, is that dead? Is that not, you know what I mean? Is it finally over? And that's how I looked at it, you know what I mean? Because Tom Cruise, to me, is the height of movie making. Is this the height of filmmaking in terms of like the money behind it, the talent behind it, you know what I mean? Throwing everything out there. He's made.
But you're saying that, and then you're saying that the movie was garbage. Like,
that's what I'm saying. So that's why it was disappointing to me.
On what level? Where is it? Like, do you think he's not affecting what Hollywood can be? Like, because I just feel like since he does, because you're correct, man. He makes these high budget movies. They tend to do fairly well.
Yep.
I never see him losing, regardless of how horrible the movie is. So, like, you think he's setting like a precedence for like movies?
Do I think this is the end of Tom Cruise as the big movie star? Is what you're saying? Like that? Like, I don't know if I'm ready to do that. I've read a bunch of stuff about him. Is like, oh, maybe it's time for him to stop being the action star. Maybe him to start being the movie, actor. And as an actual actor, because he did take a big chunk of his career and devote himself to being an actor rather than starring in huge production movies.
See, that I respect. And I was hoping that would result in
he did Magnolia. He did, Vanilla Sky.
Yeah,
he did a bunch
Days of Thunder.
Yes, he did. He certainly did that. But like, this guy has been the height of movie making for 30 years.
Yeah.
You understand? Like, you know what I mean? It's just crazy to think about. And for him to try to like start a franchise as being basically an old man seems kind of like, I don't know, especially this being like not the best movie, it seems like a little bit much to expect of anybody.
It does, but
especially
I think
kickstarting.
Also we have to keep in mind that he's a working actor. At some point it's got to be, I can handpick everything, but I still need to stay in the public eye.
Yes.
This may have been one of those ones where it's just like he figured a good way to do that was to get involved in what would seemingly be a burgeoning franchise.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that we know Hollywood's been trying to do. They've been trying to follow the example of Marvel. And with the Avengers and the superheroes.
Well, that's what they're trying to kickstart, right? Is the dark universe, I guess. You know what I mean? So it's just like
the evidence of that was
the Mummy, the Wolfman. That's what they're trying to do, trying to make him basically the Tony Stark. Tom Cruise is going to be the Tony Stark of the dark universe. Am I wrong?
No, not at all. That's
exactly what's happening.
This movie was not, I won't say blatant about it, but surprisingly did it in a way that I thought was actually kind of slick. I don't think it's a spoiler to say Russell Crowe is in this movie.
Yes, and
playing let's say he plays Dr. Jekyll.
Yes.
The fact that Dr. Jekyll is present in this movie alludes to the fact that they are crossing They are crossing the damn it, not genres. They're crossing the
plane
the
of
titles. There.
Yes.
Oh, they have a universe going on.
Yeah.
So they're trying to build something here. You know what I mean? And it's just like, okay, what happens when you're trying to build a universe and the first one failed so miserably?
Yeah.
Well, and not saying this one did not, but it did get very bad reviews.
It got bad reviews.
But at the same time,
a bad review now.
It made some money in the U.S., but like overseas, let's not forget, Tom Cruise is a monster. He made $140 million overseas in the first week. They made their money back in this movie right away.
And that's not counting the Days of Thunder money. So, I
mean, not even close. Not even close. But
so this was not a good movie. It was not a terrible movie. There's not much to say about it. I do like the fact that the Russell Crowe, the Dr. Jekyll thing was interesting at the very least.
Man, Russell Crowe's so good in so many things too. You know what I mean? Like, and so is Tom Cruise. That's my thing. It's like these guys are so fantastic. They're so overqualified. Let me just put it that way. You know what I mean? To be like these 50-plus-year-old guys trying to reboot a dark universe, and they should be on a stage together reading Beckett somewhere. You know what I mean? As serious actors, not as movie stars, but as actors, because they can both do it.
Now, is Tom Cruise like officially helming this universe? Is he taking complete control?
It seems that way. I don't know for sure.
It seems like it would be, but I hope not. I really hope not. I do have to call out the acting of Jake Johnson, providing a little bit of comic relief in the first third of the movie.
Okay.
Because he played Tom's partner. He played kind of an not understated. He was there, and they kind of pushed him to the background for most of the second and third parts of the movie. But for the first piece, he was comic relief, and you think you'd hate him, but no, you hate Tom Cruise a lot more.
Yeah.
He was like a breath of fresh air, where it's like, oh, somebody human in the mix.
Yes,
you know,
and it sucks because I'm a big Tom Cruise homer. Like, I'll see whatever he makes.
How was the
run to the theaters and stuff?
The girl who casted as the Mummy, I thought she was sexy.
She was good. She was played by Sophia Boutella.
She said she looked so good.
Oh, she did. She looked very good. It got this nose. Got this kind of like hook nose, which distracts me a bit. That's just me.
That's it. Yeah,
that's just me. The rest, I mean,
Pat's not too fond of hook noses. Okay.
Well, okay. The body was on point. Her acting was solid. I believed her as just this kind of like evil spirit being. If you're really into these things, I would recommend you check it out. But I'm not telling anybody to run to this movie.
Right, like I said, I did because, like I said, I'm a Tom Cruise homer. I'm going to run out to see whatever he makes. I just really think he's been the pinnacle and the peak of acting in big movies. He just really has. You know what I mean? In terms of like movie making, in terms of like big budget, high grossing film of the past, since the 80s.
Yeah,
he really has. Who's been a bigger movie star than Tom Cruise in your lifetime?
Will Smith.
It's not even no, it's not those guys. It is Tom Cruise. It is. The numbers don't lie. You know what I mean? It's just these guys have done these things.
George Clooney does not even come close.
But he's a great movie star.
Johnny's a hater.
You know what I mean? So
James
it just
Earl Jones now.
Christian Bale.
It just seems like this. It seems like Tom Cruise also has done some serious acting and has gotten good, has been well reviewed in doing so. Yeah. So it's just like as an older guy, you know what I mean, whose star may be fading. Maybe go the route of more the serious actor opposed to the big head of the action franchise guy.
Well, that's the thing.
I'm trying to start this out.
Not doing another Mission Impossible movie,
but he's gonna do that, and it's gonna make a lot of money because that's what he's making. The last one was great.
Adam Willis killing the dreams here,
but it is.
But and I'm saying go out on the high note, but he's gonna do another one. It's gonna suck.
But that thing's already been done. You know what I mean? So he can do another one. I'm talking about starting a new franchise that has another 15 years ahead of it. Why do that?
He's gonna do Ethan Hunt, Dead and Loving It. That's where it's gonna go. All right, but the Mummy,
good, yeah.
The Mummy. Yeah. I think I'm saying see it if you honestly have nothing better to do and have money to waste. Adam's saying pass or die. Is that what's going on?
I don't know. I saw it. I don't know. Just right. Whatever.
All right.
That's the most passe
the Mummy. Ever given. The Mummy. Go to see Sophia half butt naked. You won't be disappointed. Okay, so we've actually run out of time. We'll have to do Zombie Tramp next week. I know Derek's anxious to talk about that one. Dirty D.